everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving. I did. I mean, this year has flown by. What do we have? Christmas and New Year's Eve, and then 2019 is a complete wrap. So I really hope everybody's having a good and safe holiday season. So for today's video, I'm going to show you how to make a restaurant quality ribeye steak, and I'm also going to feature another Zulay kitchen product. You guys should know I will never promote a product that I didn't believe in, and I really love these products. So if you want to see what I mean, keep watching. But before we get started, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Normally around this time of year, I usually slow down and take some time off, but I'm going to keep putting out videos throughout the year, so make sure you turn on those notifications just in case whenever I do put up a video, you'll be the first to know. So enough talking, let's get cooking. Well, first off, let me thank Zulay Kitchen for sending me this amazing knife sharpener along with the protective glove, and I'm so happy I don't have to replace any of my dull knives with any new knives. So I thought I'd go ahead and test the knife sharpener out, kind of like a first impression. And you know, 10 years ago when I bought this knife, it was never ever super sharp, and when I slice into this lemon, I always have to put a little bit of pressure on. So I'm going to go ahead and test the sharpener. I'm going to put the safety glove on just so that I'm protected and give it a try. And it says depending on how dull your knife is, you're going to have to run it through the slicer around 30 to 40 times depending on how dull your knife is. I had to run this knife through around probably 40 to 50 times because I really wanted a sharp edge. And once you're done, just rinse it under water and go back to slicing up your food. And look what a difference it makes, you guys. This is the sharpest this knife has ever been since the day I bought it. I'm slicing through this lemon with absolutely no problem. So I will go ahead and put the link in the description box if you want to take a look. But until then, let's get started on the recipe. So I'm going to go ahead and use a nice thick cut of a ribeye steak. I have some unsalted butter and some canola oil. In my opinion, this is what's going to make the steak taste really great. For some added flavor, I'm going to use some fresh rosemary and season with some Himalayan pink salt and some black pepper. So like I said, I have a nice thick cut of a ribeye steak, and before I do anything, I'm just going to take a paper towel and just pat it dry, making sure it soaks out all that moisture, and I'm going to flip it over and do the exact same thing. I'm ready to season my steak, and I'm going to sprinkle it with some Himalayan pink salt. And remember, you guys, be generous with it. This is a thick piece of meat and you definitely don't want to skip, and this is definitely the key to a great tasting piece of meat. And now it's time to add the black pepper, and just like the salt, you just want to be somewhat generous with it for a great tasting piece of meat. In my opinion, I love black pepper. It goes so well with beef. So I'm just going to take my fingers and just pat it down, making sure that none of it falls off. And I'm just going to flip it over and do the exact same thing on the other side. So the steak is seasoned really well. I'm ready to move it over to the stove, and over a very high heat, I'm going to warm up some canola oil. And I really believe a cast iron skillet is the best way to cook a steak, because when you lay it in very slowly, listen to that sizzle. That is my favorite sound when it comes to cooking. It really is. So I'm just going to take the tongs and just move the steak around, just making sure that the oil is covered evenly on the bottom of the meat, because what I'm trying to do is form a really even golden brown crust, and that's what's going to really start to seal in the juices in your meat. And so now I'm ready to add some butter into the pan, and which I think is the key to a really delicious restaurant quality steak. They cook with a lot of butter. So I'm going to go ahead and add that in, and I'm going to start to baste the steak with the melted butter. And the milk solids from the butter is what's going to help create that beautiful golden brown crust that you're looking for. And I'm just going to continue to move it around, just making sure that everything is cooking and even at the bottom. So I'm ready to drop in some fresh rosemary, just something very aromatic, and it just adds another level of flavor to your steak. So I went ahead and flipped it over, and you guys, look at that golden brown crust. That is absolutely beautiful, and it looks delicious. And I'm going to continue to baste the steak, making sure that it stays nice and moist. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and add some more fresh butter. The original butter cooked away. Remember, we're cooking at a very high heat, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. So I'm going to flip it over one more time, making sure that it forms that beautiful crust that I'm looking for. So once I'm done, I'm ready to take the temperature, and to get a perfect medium rare, you want to stay between 120 and 125. That would be perfect. I got the perfect reading. I'm ready to take it out the pan and let it rest on the board for about 5 minutes so that all of those juices can redistribute back into the meat. So after 5 minutes of resting, I'm ready to take my knife and begin cutting slices, and I don't know what to be more excited about, my newly sharpened knife or just how delicious and amazing this steak looks. It looks incredible. So I will add the link in the description box, and again I want to thank Zulay Kitchen for sending me this knife sharpener. And that's it, you guys. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. It will help my channel out a whole lot. And share this video with everybody you know. And if you give this recipe a try, let me know in the comment section down below and let me know what you think. Before you leave, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel by clicking that box you see right there. And if you want to see another video, go ahead and click that box you see right there. Until then, thank you so much for watching. I love and appreciate you all, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye-bye.